All right, okay, something new for today, coming through with more value in a major way, as I would say. I would tell you every time. Sometimes I rhyme, but I'm always trying to provide value. So, today I'm going to get right into it. Everybody thinks that getting your first users is about some funnel or some ad budget. It's not. I just spent today setting up an organic marketing engine for my app Stackivate with $0. It was all free. I want to show you the actual plan, what I did, and how I did it. So, I'm on the $1,000,000 challenge, vibe coding to 1,000,000, building up these businesses one at a time, doing what's good for my mind, and fulfilling my vision and my mission and my journey. The journey continues. It's all about providing value. So, the first business that I have created on this journey is called Stackivate. And essentially, it is an investing education platform. And every other education platform out there is all about just copying other people or teaching people one size fits all approach to investing. I understand that through investing, I was able to know myself better and become more aware of my traits, my mindset, stuff like that. And that helped me to become a better investor. So I'm making a platform that people can create their own unique investment style so that they can become a better investor. They don't have to follow the herd. They can find what works best for them and they can excel and just keep getting better and better over time. So today what I did was I built the first organic marketing channel, and actually that would be two channels. So I'm going to show you what I did, and I'm getting it out there in front of people for free. So I'm sending traffic to the site, doing what's right. I always got to remember, it's all about providing value first. I'm not focused on the money here. I'm focused on providing value. The more value I can provide to people, the better. And I know that's what really brings the money through. So money's going to do something that most people don't understand. If you focus on the money, it's going to mess with your plan. It's not going to really put you in a position where you can provide the most value to people. It's going to put you in a position where you're just chasing the money. And I've seen so many people fail in business because of that. For the main thing, they're doing something that they don't really appreciate. They're doing something they don't like. They're doing something that they think is going to make them money and not something that they can excel at and provide the most value. So, it's also about abundance. There's really enough attention and enough money and business opportunities out here for everybody. You don't need to win it from someone, and you just need real people to show up. Be real, and it'll attract real people. Be yourself, and you'll attract the right people. You don't need to copy anybody. You don't need to compete. Just compete against yourself. Just try to be better than the day before. So, you could look at marketing like it's selling, because really, a business, like, most important thing about a business is bringing in income. And the most important thing about bringing in income in a business is marketing. But really, I look at it as just like showing people the business or showing people the product or the service. Just like you would be excited to show like a friend of yours that you built something that you think would help them a lot. So I'm going over where I'm at in the journey. So I've coded the logic for Stackivate and polished the outer shell, and now I'm building the organic pipes that make the platform sell. I'm setting up the social channels and unlocking the marketing grid, and I'm dropping high value content to show the world what I did. So no more keeping Stackivate hidden without any traffic, building in the dark. I'm positioning the distribution assets to hit the perfect mark. So it's an organic engine from the start, then I'll shift to paid. But right about now, I'm shifting from pure development straight into growth and drive, setting up the content funnels to bring the traffic alive, broadcasting the vision and sharing the founder journey clear, drawing in an ideal audience from far and near. I'm establishing my own digital footprints across the entire space, running the organic playbooks that will dominate this race. Just in case you didn't know, Stackivate is the flow. So it's always an infinite supply. I don't compete for crumbs or worry about what the doubters say. I know there's an infinite wealth waiting for us all today. And while the world operates in scarcity and moves incredibly slow, we can open up their minds to the distribution channels and let all this leverage flow. So the digital landscape is wide open with billions of minds to hold, and we are scaling a financial fortress more than literal gold. That's what I'm seeing. The trend is just getting started. The window is opening up. So about 85 days of showing up on the live stream with this journey, not dropping the pace. Look at the depth of this streak. I'm leading from week to week. I'm about 15 days away from the 100-mile mark, and I'm executing with high density power every single week. So the momentum is heavy, flywheel spinning clean and fast, constructing a sovereign product legacy that's guaranteed to last. So make sure, turn it up, let the energy ignite. Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm coming through with new information steady. So I'm getting at the big truths is that conversations beat funnels. I know in the past marketing was all about funnels, and I mean, I still use funnels, but I see funnels as more of a thing that you bring in the traffic and then the traffic goes through the funnels, but the funnels are really not going to bring in the traffic. So this is a thing that a lot of beginners get backwards. Your first users don't come from a perfect system. They come from real conversations, showing up in the same few places over and over. People like to buy from names they recognize. Recognition comes from showing up consistently, not from one viral moment. It's not about trying to make that viral post. It's not about from trying to get something that is gonna, comment on something that's viral and everyone will see it. Just be consistent. That's the main thing, and be real and be yourself and provide value. Focus on that and know that it's abundant, so you don't have to worry or fret. Just keep staying true to your mission. All right, so here I'm going to show you what I built today. The first channel I did was Reddit. I've been using Reddit. That's been helping a lot. Reddit was like the foundation to building out my marketing dashboard. I would have to say version 1 of the marketing dashboard is done. That's the project behind me, but I'm going to switch over right now to what I built today, which was the account for X. X seems like the next best fit for this project. All right, so here's what I got right now. Just coming through with the new X account. And I would have to say, I think it's looking pretty good. I've got the my picture right here. And the reason behind this is I believe that marketing now is shifting more towards individual people. I think that the reach that these big corporations are getting is dying down. I don't think people have a lot of trust. I know I myself don't in a lot of these bigger corporations. I would much rather buy from a person who I understand, who has built something that they care about, who they see as providing value. When I see corporate stuff, I feel like they're just taking value. I feel like their dedication is going to their, basically their investors, their board members, and not their actual employees. Unfortunately, that's the way a lot of this has become. That's just how I see it. That's the way I think this trend is going with marketing. So essentially, I set this up. My name at Stackivate. Stackivate is the business, it's the company, and it's the app. So I'm building Stackivate because financial education isn't one size fits all. Giving you the tools to find your own investing style. Let's stack. Very simple. Giving a link to the actual website. That's in the bio. That's one of the most important things, especially with X. That's where most people are going to find your bio, your link to your actual project or service, whatever it is. So also too, you want to make sure you got the pinned comment down. I did the first comment, which is the pinned comment, and it's basically like a quick version of how I got into investing. The thesis behind Stackivate, which is learn to invest as yourself. Investing is not one size fits all. You can develop your own style and get better and better over time. And I like to do things that rhyme, so I just keep on moving. So with X in particular, what I've found is that essentially posting is important. Like, it's very important to post. Keep on posting. Find out what posts are working better. But especially at the beginning of the new account, posting is not going to give you very far. Mostly is finding other accounts where other people in your target market are going to be. Find ways that you can contribute to those. Go ahead, you can look at the top and most recent post from these certain accounts. You can find them, you can follow them, find when they make a good post, see how you can provide value without promoting your actual business. It's all about providing value. People will find your business. If they like the value you're providing, they will find it. Corporations, I think that's more of just like, just kind of trying to promote the business over and over and over again. And I feel like that really turns people off. I feel like the best marketing is, finding a way to provide value. So the more value I provide, the more reach it gets, the more people can go and click. And definitely I would recommend getting the subscription. I think it was like $4 a month just to start. And for one major reason is that it includes analytics. So I also have analytics built in through my dashboard. So like with a UTM is basically a link that has tracking that I can track where it comes from. But specifically here, if I were to put that UTM link, it wouldn't look very clean. It would be like stackivate.com and then like, maybe 50 other characters behind it. Whereas when I get this subscription to X, it automatically does what the UTM link would do here for me. So I feel like that's a big thing. There's also other benefits for it too, but this is like longevity. This is just staying in it to win it. So another thing I would recommend really is be real about what you don't know yet when you're marketing. Market as yourself. Don't act like you know everything about everything. If you don't know something, that's a good learning opportunity. That's where your audience can see you as human. That's where your potential customers will see that you're a real person. And that's the whole point of marketing as a real person. This is the authenticity edge. Nobody is really scripting a video and speaking word for word from the script that can sound like they're talking from like their own heart, that can sound like they're being real and authentic. So now, I got this set up. It's all about just being consistent. And this is really the beginning. Like, I've got the foundations for this first business built and set up, setting up the systems to run it. Now I'm setting up the organic marketing channels. These channels are going to be bringing people in. Everything else is going to be like kind of like a funnel like I was talking about, but the funnel's not bringing people in like I'd already said. So all this, information I can use to make everything better, the marketing better, and then the product better. So that's pretty much the rundown of what I'm doing for my organic marketing, getting the first channel going. And I'm basically going to repeat this process across the other channels, the main channels like, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, but it all starts here. And I mean, I could show you all those channels too, but it's basically going to be like very similar strategy. Each channel kind of has its own different guidelines about what works. Like, the same idea is not going to work across this, every different channel. You just want to go into each channel and you can see what's working there. I have built-in features to my marketing dashboard that essentially can do this for me and help me with it. The only thing I really want to do myself is make sure I'm the one that's wording these posts and these replies, because it's got to be real. It's got to sound like me. And over time, my marketing dashboard is set up to read my replies and my posts. And the more it reads it, the more it gets my voice and my brand voice. And the more it helps me lock in on what's working, the more it helps me lock in on, what to say. And then I can just put it in my own words. But from the start, I'm just going straight into my own words. I'm doing very minimal other than just getting ideas on like what might work best according to what Claude thinks or whatever AI I'm using would think. And I'm building this dashboard out with Claude. I've already built it on the stream. Version 1 is pretty much done. Just got to make it better over time. And I can tell it's getting better and better every day. The more I use it, the better it gets. When I get it locked in, I want to offer it. I'm going to sell it in some way. Not really sure how. That'll all make sense when I get to that point. But for now, I'm just still building it and learning about these business systems. That's like my mission. That's where I really thrive. I was doing the design the other day, and I could tell like design's not really what I like to do. I really did not like doing the design stuff. I enjoy building out the business because it's an idea I've always had, but really what got me into this was the business systems. And I'm really just like locked in on building these systems and making them better, hooking up agents to help me run them better and get smarter over time. And I really feel like I'm on the cutting edge of this, and I'm going to stay on that edge. and I'm just going to keep getting better and better with these business systems. And, you know, I'll make sure to let my audience know when I can offer them to everybody else. But for right now, I'm just still learning and building. So, you know, the energy is real, the abundance is too. And come along and watch what I got to do. So, you know, I'll always be coming through with something new for you. Go ahead and like if you haven't already. Also subscribe, and you can thrive. Stay in tune to the station. Regulation. It's all about different businesses. And right now, this one's about financial information. If you want to make your money work for you, you know what to do. Go ahead and visit Stackivate.